Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah, and today I would love to review this really nice wig for you, which is called Alva by Noriko in the color Melted Marshmallow. If you'd like to know how long she is, how the color is composed, what special features she has, if any, how the cap looks from the inside, and how I like her, then stick around and let's get started. So this is Alva, and it seems like it's a classic, but I think she hasn't been around for that long. I've known her for quite a while, and I've had her for at least a year and a half now. And you might have seen her in another video or two of mine where I wore her. And just recently, when I was doing my top 10 favorite wigs video, Alva was also in there, and that's when I realized I've never reviewed her. So here we are. And I think Alva is a classic, and I'm sure it's one of Noriko's best sellers and most loved wigs. And what always surprises me is that she's so popular and that I also love her so much, although she is a basic cap wig. She doesn't have any special features, no lace front, no monofilament features, no mono crown, just nothing. Simple, plain cap and loads of permatease, but we'll get to that in a minute. And I'm always amazed that this style is the #1 favorite style of my best friend. I wear her quite a lot, which is a relative term since my collection is quite big, so I don't really wear her that often. But for me, I think I wear this a lot. And I've worn her a lot, and as far as I can remember, I haven't even washed her once since I have her. And it always amazes me that my best friend always keeps asking if I still have her, if I haven't worn her in a while. And she's always raving about this style. And I really do love her, but I always think I have so many other styles, you know, with all the bells and whistles, completely hand-tied, which looks so much more realistic than this one. But she doesn't care. She thinks that this is such a cute style, and she loves the bangs, and always tells me it makes me look at least 10 years younger when I wear Alva. And I have to agree. I think the bangs are really flattering and always make you look younger. And I just don't like bangs. I mean, I do like and tolerate these bangs, but I hardly ever buy any wigs with bangs because I'm just not a bang person. I don't know. I also love it when I see it and when I see pictures of myself with Alva, but I just prefer a lift and glamorous sideswept bangs and waves and everything. But I do love my Alva, and it's about time I get to show her to you. I know you've probably seen her a million times, but as wigs always look different on each person and everyone styles them differently, I wanted to show you my take on Alva as well, and I will show you 2 or 3 ways I also style her in a bit. Now, like I said, she has a basic cap, so there's no special features I can show you from up close. But it really doesn't matter with this style. I think she's such a cute lob, a long bob, very classic, a little curled under, and the bangs are just perfection in my opinion. I love the way they're cut. They're sort of layered and face framing and very wispy. No heavy bang, I don't like that at all. But the density of the bang is so low, you can hardly feel that it's there. Okay, now let's talk about the color, which is Melted Marshmallow. Now there are 2 or 3 other really nice blondes that are available from Noriko, which I also like. But I really love the Melted Marshmallow, which Noriko describes as a 3-tone color. It starts with a dark, warm brown root that gradually goes into a light blonde base and then transforms into white blonde tips. Now, Noriko never gives us color codes, so I can't tell you what colors they use, but it's definitely a really nice and expensive looking color in my opinion. I don't see this as a root since it's more like an ombre color. And it's done so well, it gradually gets lighter and lighter until you reach those really light blonde or white blonde tips, as they say. Other brands also have similar colors like this. Ellen Villa has a color that is close to this, and others are coming out with new colors that are similar, like the new Beltress color, Cookies and Cream, I think it is called, that looks similar. And like I said, I really love this color. Now, I will show you the length all around the screen, as always, so I won't have to bore you with any numbers. And we can talk about permatease next. And like I said, this wig has tons of permatease, but I don't really mind. I do like permatease. And in this case, I think it doesn't even look like it has tons of permatease. It's just there, and it can also be visible on top, which I usually hate and don't like at all. But you can really hide it pretty well with this one. I'm trying to show you this from up close. I think somewhere here at the part, you can probably see those little hairs that are sticking out, which is the permatease. But you can cover them if you part it a little off-center. Now, this is not the way she comes. I gave her that lift that you see in front. Usually she has more of a center part or is just a little flatter on top. And I gave her that lift and moved the part a little more to the side. So that's also a good way to hide the permatease. Now, the permatease is there to hide the wefts or the net of the cap and also to give a wig volume. Now, like I said, the density of the fibers is not high. It's a medium density, or it could also be looked at as a light density. I mean, it doesn't really have that much hair, or let's just say medium density. But what you can do with ease is give her volume. You just need your hands, and then you go in there and just loosen up the permatease and start raking the fibers away from your face, like with a comb. And then you get a lot of volume. Let's do that again. And now she looks like a bedhead. Like you just slept in it and got up. And I must say I also like this look. I never wear her like this, but I think it looks cute too. And the good thing is, due to the permatease, this stays in place and won't fall down, and you don't need any product. That's the beauty of permatease. It just stays that way. Or you can always go back in, you know, and just scrunch and make her more messy if you like. And she will stay like that. And just as easily as you mess with her, you can just comb her through and get her to look like you just stepped out of the salon, freshly coiffed, as they say. Okay, there we are. Now, as you can see, she's really flat again, no big hair, and you can also get her flat on top if you prefer that. And I just like the lift in front, and this is like I like to wear her. Now, the fibers of Noriko and Renee of Paris, which is the mother company that Noriko belongs to, is always a regular synthetic fiber. They don't have any heat-defined fibers, as far as I know. And I really love the Noriko fibers. They are so durable and look so incredibly good. I think they look and feel just like real human hair. They have a shine, but it's a very healthy shine. It doesn't look artificial and too shiny, in my opinion. I mean, in the bright camera lights and also in the sunlight, it's always a little shinier than heat-defined fibers, but I still think it doesn't look as artificial as synthetic fibers from other brands. I'm not going to name them now, but you probably know who I mean. Of course, there are other brands that also have great regular synthetic fibers, like Ellen Wille. I really love their regular synthetic. And Noriko is, like I said, really durable. They are known as workhorse fibers, and I really can attest to that. My very first brand name wig was a Noriko, and I've really worn her each and every day, the whole day, for over half a year. And I have to say, the fibers still look like brand new. I've only washed her a couple of times because you don't have to wash them often at all, especially the regular synthetic. The heat-defined fibers, in my opinion, you have to wash much more often. It just needs the conditioner and a heat treatment, etc. But these fibers are so durable. No matter what you wear, they don't tangle. And even in the winter with colors and everything, they stay really beautiful. And I can't tell you enough how much I love Noriko fibers. They are really going to last you very long. And although I prefer heat-defined fibers, I must say these fibers are really gorgeous and look and feel great and don't need any maintenance at all. Okay, now let me show her to you from all sides, and after that, of course, also outside in natural daylight. how do you like Alva? Please let me know in the comments below. I would really love to know. Now, like I said, I will show you 1 or 2 ways I also love to wear her. I mean, this is number 1, just plain open the way she comes with a little lift that I added. But apart from that, I really didn't do anything. But what you have to know is, although these fibers are regular synthetic and not heat defiant, you can use heat to adjust them and make them a little smoother again, etc. And all it takes is a hot airbrush. The only thing you have to make sure is that it's all plastic. You can't have one that has metal somewhere, since everything metal gets too hot and could damage the fibers or melt them. So as long as you have one that's all plastic, you're good to go. You can start off with a low setting, but you can also use the high setting. I tried it a lot of time. It doesn't disturb the fibers. With the low setting, especially the bangs, you know, sometimes they get flat, or I've had mine stored in a drawer, and when I took it out, the bangs just didn't look good. So all I did was I took the hot airbrush, I was just rolling the bangs a little, and you can also redefine the under curl, or whatever you call this. You can use it to loosen the fibers and make them smoother and flatter again. And it just works perfectly, and it's done in a minute. You don't need a lot of time. It works great every time. So if you're not happy with the way the bangs fall, just use your hot airbrush and you're good to go. Now, like I said, this is the way I love to wear her most of the times. But what I also love to do is wear Alva with a headband. Now let's try that. Okay. Now, the only thing I do is that I always make sure that the ear tabs are covered with the bangs. And then you can also pull her forward again. And I think this is such a cute look too. It's very 50s, you know, with the bangs and the headband. And I really love that look and love to wear her like that. And you can, no matter what you do, she won't fall into your face with a headband. Or sometimes I don't wear a headband. I just tuck both sides behind my ears and make her look really sleek. And again, make sure the sides are covered. And voila. That is also a look that I really love. I think it looks really classy. And like I said, the density of the hair is really low. It's a low to medium density. So it will stay behind your ears perfectly, even without a headband. Especially with that color that looks like it's been painted on or sprayed on, or however they do that to achieve that look with human hair. I think it's a very long process and really expensive to get this look. And you can have it in minutes with Alva, since she doesn't have any bells and whistles and is a basic cap. She also has a really great price, and in my opinion, you get a lot of bang for your money. She will really last you very long. All right, now let's have a look at that gorgeous color outside in natural daylight and even direct sunlight today. Now, isn't that color just beautiful? All right, now, even though there is nothing to show, no special features at all, I'm still going to show you the cap from the inside. So here's the cap from the inside, and it's a rare look since I never wear basic cap wigs, or hardly ever, and I don't remember if I've shown one before. Now, here's no lace front, no monofilament, just a plain closed cap with loads of permatease underneath. She has closed ear tabs with the metal stays inside, and they've also sewn fibers under, which gives it a more natural look, so you won't see the cap peeking through. The rest of the cap is all open wefted. She has a standard nape, not extended, and adjustable straps with the pull straps adjusters. I don't really like them, but you know, as you can see, I didn't have to do anything since the cap is really small. There's no need to adjust, so I don't mind in this case because there's nothing that could stick out. So all in all, this is a really basic but nevertheless well-made cap. All right, now that was my review of Alva. I hope you liked it and it's helpful. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss my future videos. And there's a new one coming out each Friday. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and I will gladly reply. Now, as always, thank you all ever so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well, stay that way, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye. I wear her a lot, which is kind of, how do you say that? Which is kind of, but she doesn't care. She that goes into a light blonde base and transforms to white. That goes. Oops! Oh, that was the wrong direction. Okay. Always difficult without a mirror, but I think we're getting there. And this is how I like to wear her. This is like a name brand wig. I never know which way. I never know which way around. Was a Noriko. Oops. And all it takes is one of those blow dry hot comb, one of those hot combs, hot tools, combs. How do you call them? I remember. You get a lot of bang for your money. Do you say that? I hope so. I took my what? Hot airbrush. Now, if you like Alva, you might also love this one, or also this one, or check them out both.